Welcome back. This is War 6 of Season 38. We are going up against Sweet's Alliance today. My team is Spidey 99, Corvus, and Anti-Venom for Synergy. So I'm starting out on Path 6 here in Section 1. I have this Tigra, and she's on a node that gives her prowess if you don't hit her. So the strategy for this is I put an invuln on, not so much for this fight, but for my fight after this, and I want to knock her down with a heavy to put an exhaustion on her. The exhaustion is going to stop her from being able to trigger her unblockable when she throws specials. And ideally, you want to bait the special 1, but just in case she happens to reach a special 2, you can just block the entire thing. If she has a lot of prowess, it's probably still going to do a decent amount of damage through block, but at least you don't have to worry about it covering half the screen and potentially getting hit by it. And because it's Section 1 and it's Tigra, she doesn't have a very big life pool, so she goes down pretty fast there. And there was a man thing on node 24 that was assigned to me and Biwi, but Biwi got there first, so he ended up taking that. And then I'm going to move on to Path 1 here. I have this Mordo. So Mordo's on a node where if you dash back twice, it triggers a regen. And when he gets a regen effect, it creates a dormant vigor charge, and at 10 of those charges, he goes unblockable. However, if you have a heal block on him when he triggers the regen, it doesn't give him the dormant vigor charge. So because Spidey is sick and tired tactic, the heal block from it will prevent him from ever getting a vigor charge, and it would also prevent the unblockable from being able to trigger if it happened to get to that point. So at that point, the node really doesn't matter. You really just have to worry about Mordo's power gain, but because I have the anti-venom synergy with the Wither at start, that's not really an issue either. So it's pretty much just a Mordo, really. Yeah. Super easy fight. Just a matter of baiting heavies for openings because I don't have a white mag, so I can't stun him. And he's going to go down here pretty quickly. And then next up, I have Peni on Buffet. So I'm taking her with Corvus, put Suicides on, and I'm using big Cosmic Boosts because I don't have a charge. So my plan for this one, I really wasn't going to worry about getting the auto block charge. I was just going to try to kill her and get the tech charge. But if the way the fight ends up going happens to give me an opportunity to get the auto block, then obviously I'm going to take it. And this fight ends up giving me that opportunity, so I end up getting 2 charges from this fight. Right here, I'm going to knock her down, get my first charge. And then once I reach my special 2, it's just going to be the normal Corvus special 2 chain. And I want to try not dexing as much as possible because the regen it gives her on this node is 15%, and that's pretty big. She throws her special 2 there. I block it, launch my last special 2, and she goes down. So now I have a 2-charge Corvus, and I'm going to need him later. But first up, I have this Sassy on 48. So I took Suicides off, and my plan for this Sassy is right off the bat, I want to parry heavy and get an exhaustion on him. That exhaustion is going to stop him from activating his stacks of rage. So no Wrath of Tanarak, none of his abilities are going to trigger. And then I want to hit his block to build up my ruptures. And then I want to use regular hits to push him over a bar of power to trigger the ruptures and get the explosion from them. The node has 50% power used on specials. I think it's power efficiency or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I want to use that to my advantage. So when he throws a special, he's still going to have close to a special 1, and I'm just going to push him over with regular hits and then hit his block to put the ruptures back on. So I'm going to let this fight play out, and I'll come back once it's all done. All right, next up I have Galan on 51. And I switched over to 150 and 8 because I have 2 charges. And I've taken this fight a lot. And the way I've always done it was power start 1, bait heavies, medium, light, medium, 3 times into special 2, and then cycle special 2s and the fight's over. This time, though, he's going to hit me. So he's given himself buffs, and now he's further along to starting his harvest than he normally would be because he landed hits on me. And because I landed a medium, light, medium, the next time I land a medium, it's going to give him the prowess from the node, which is going to push him past the 100 and trigger the harvest. So now the harvest is triggered. This normally would not happen if I didn't get hit by him. It also would not happen if I didn't do medium, light, medium, and I stuck to just medium lights. The harvest runs out, deals me burst damage, I launch my special 2, I don't connect with it fully. The fight was still savable up until that point. Had I connected with my full special 2, I would have gotten back to a special 2 and been able to launch that right away because Conflictor ate the shock debuff, so I wouldn't have had to have waited out Conduit, and I think that the second special 2 would have killed him. Unfortunately, though, hindsight is 20/20. So I go back in and I do my normal medium, light, medium. Do it 3 times, baiting heavies to reach my special 2. And when I reach my special 2, I'm going to launch it and it's going to finish him off here. And that's why I think that had I connected on that first one in the first fight, the second one would have killed him. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Dying sucks. So next up I have this Chavez on 54. And I'm taking her with Spider 99. I didn't use a Power Start 1. You don't really need one here. It's not like she has passive power gain like Mangog does. She gets it from her dimensions. So you just have to bait out her special 1. And once you get her to actually start throwing specials, the fight can go good. It's just her AI is kind of wonky, and sometimes she just wants to dash back, block, and throw heavies randomly, like right there. So I go back in after the heavy, hit her once, and back off. That gets her to throw a special 1, and now she is special happy, and that's what I wanted. So I'm not playing her the way you'd normally play Spidey here, where you just hit block a bunch. If I get the opportunity to hit her block, I'm going to go for it. But otherwise, I'm just going to hit her normal, because I can pause my debuffs by dexing her special 1. So I'm not really worried about building up too many ruptures. As long as she's just playing aggressive, I'm fine with just fighting her normal. But yeah, she's going to go down here in a second with my last special 2. And that's a wrap for my war. So S played an absolutely incredible war. They definitely had us shaking. They went 135-0 before they actually died, and we had died 2 times prior to that. So both BG2 and BG3 in both alliances got donuts, and it came down to BG1 in both alliances. And our BG1 died twice, and their BG1 died 3 times. Absolutely amazing performance. And these guys are definitely top 3 contenders. And I have a feeling they're going to be top 3 contenders for a long time now, going forward. But yeah, good luck to them on the season. It was a hell of a fucking war, and I don't want the rematch. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.